Hello guys, welcome back to another brand new section of this course. In this section, we are going to see what is XSS, which is also called as cross-site scripting. So now let's learn about XSS. So this type of vulnerability allows an attacker to inject JavaScript code into a page. And JavaScript is a programming language, and using this vulnerability, an attacker would be able to execute code written in JavaScript into a certain page, such as website. JavaScript is a client-side language, so when the code is executed, it will be executed on the client side. On the user, the person who is browsing the web page, it is not going to execute it on the server. So even if our code result in us getting a reverse shell, the shell will be coming from the user who is browsing the page, not from the website. So any code we write in JavaScript will be exploited or will run on the target user and on the people who see the web page and not on the web server. So the web server is only going to be used as a mean of executing or delivering the code. So there are three types of XSS. The first one is stored based, second one is reflected, and the third one is DOM based. So if we talk about persistence or stored based XSS, get it stored into database, and the code that we will inject will be stored in the database or the page, so that every time any person will view the page, that code will execute and this kind of vulnerability will appear in front of the user. Next one in our list is reflected. With reflected XSS, the code will only be executed when the target user runs a specific URL that is crafted or written by us. So we will be manipulating some sort of URL and sending it to the target, and when the target runs the URL, the code will be executed. Last but not the least, DOM based. DOM based XSS results from JavaScript code that is written on a client side. So the code will actually be intercepted and run on the client side without having any communication with the web server. This could be very dangerous because sometimes web server applies security and filtration measure to check for XSS. But in DOM based XSS, the code never gets sent to the web server. This means that the code will be interpreted and run on the web browser without even interacting with the web server, and will be present in the website that updates their content without refreshing. We have all used websites where we enter our username, for example, and it loads and straight away without having to check with the web server. Or perhaps we enter some sort of string and it performs a search without communicating with the web server. Whatever the process, some websites perform functions without communicating with their web server. If we are able to inject these kinds of codes in the website, then such injection will not be validated and they will be executed straight away and bypass all the validation. In the next video, we are going to see how to perform reflected XSS. So this is all for this lecture.